Your team lead has assigned you a Jira 3 days back, but you did not work on it. Unfortunately, you have to submit it today. What will you do? You will try to take help of ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or GitHub Copilot. But did you know there is a cool new feature of Google Gemini which will make your development even more easier and smoother? Today, I'm going to help you understand Google's Gemini's new feature called the Agent Mode, which will help you build your applications, develop your features with ease while you enjoy your cup of coffee. Let's get started. So what I have in my screen is a simple password generator application. So it can generate passwords based on user preferences. Now I'm going to enhance this application based on my team lead's requirement that I have to generate two random passwords instead of one based on user's requirement. As a developer, you need to make the code changes, verify that they are working good. You also need to build test cases and also ensure the test cases are successful as well. Now let us see how we can do the same with the help of Google's Gemini. So first thing, you have to go to the extensions and search for Gemini and then install it if you have not already. Once you do that, make sure you go into the settings and scroll to the last and then change this update channel from default to insiders. The agent mode is currently a beta feature as of today, that is 9th July. So unless you change this to insiders mode, you will not be able to use this functionality. So once you change this update channel, restart your VS Code and then you should be good to go. Once you do all of that, in the left hand side, you will see an icon like this which says, Hey Gemini, something of that sort. At the bottom, you enable this agent mode, which is currently in preview. So once this agent mode is enabled, you can provide a detailed instruction of what you want Gemini to do. So agent mode, in short, can take multi-step actions. It can make code changes, it can execute them, it can verify them. If there are issues, it can fix them as well automatically. So I'm going to give a prompt to Google Gemini, asking it to enhance this application and provide two passwords instead of one. I'm also asking it to develop unit test cases and verify them. I'm giving further instructions that the test cases should be developed for new as well as existing scenarios. Do update the README file of this repository as well. As a further step of validation, I want Gemini to execute my main script and verify if there are indeed two passwords generated. This is just an additional step of validation, what I want Gemini to do. So once you type in your prompt, you can just hit enter, wait for Gemini to do all of your development, verification and everything while you can sit back, relax and enjoy. Now, as you can see here, Gemini has started thinking. First, it is reading through multiple files and existing basically files and code in the repository. Once it does that, it will create a plan of how it has to make this code change. As you can see, it is saying that it is thinking, and then right away it is saying that it is now making changes to the password generate.py. Here I can view the changes, whatever it has made before accepting. But to make this video short, I'm going to directly accept. But in real life, I would recommend that you first review the changes, and if it looks good, only then you accept it. I'm just going to go ahead and accept it. Further, now it is going to review and make changes to other files as required. As you see here, I'm not typing in any follow-up prompt. I have just given one instruction and the agent mode is able to execute multiple steps on its own one by one. So now it has made changes to the test file as well. There are 50 different changes it has made. I'm going to accept it again. So ideally, now I will want Google Gemini to either start verifying it or update the README file. So now it is trying to execute those unit test cases and verify them. I will say run. So there was some error in execution of unit test case. Ideally, Gemini should think and automatically fix it. Here it is also showing you what it thought and what it is trying to fix. It says it identifies the root cause and then there is some directory or import issue. It is fixing it. Now let us run one more time. So now if you see all the 7 different tests which is generated, all of them work perfectly fine. I can quickly show you those test cases what it generated. Here it is. Here if you see it is generating test cases for various different scenarios and then verifying them as well. Let us go back. Now it has made changes to the README file. That is one of the instructions what I provided. It has made all of the changes to the README file and then I'm going to accept that as well. So once this is done, I would want Gemini to execute my script and verify its proper execution. Even though it's already tested through unit test case, let us see if it does that. It is making further changes to the README file based on its internal review. Okay, so now it is going to execute my file itself. Now let me say run. Here if you see it ran into an issue, most probably because this script accepts a lot of user arguments. User needs to type in the console whatever different inputs, whatever configuration or preferences the user have. Gemini did not account for it and that is why it ran into an error. Now let us see how it is able to fix it. So as the script expects users to pass arguments for various different configurations or preferences, it was not able to do it from the shell. So what Google Gemini decided is to create a temporary file through which it will invoke the main file and then pass all the different arguments and then verify that indeed two different passwords are generated. Here you can see the thinking block which says that it has identified the root cause and then it is creating a new file through which it will call it and then stuff like that. So it did execute all of them, it did execute the script, and then as you can see here, two different passwords are actually printed. Now once it has verified, it is also creating the temporary file what it created for us. So this is how Google Gemini was able to make changes to my main code, generate test cases for us, verify, execute them and verify it for us, and also execute the main script as well, and then ensure directly that two different passwords are generated. Now, if you learned something really valuable in the last 5 minutes, why not go ahead and subscribe to our channel? Coming back, why is this called the agent mode? Now what I will do, I will try to use the same prompt and run it without the agent mode. That will help you clearly understand what is the difference between the agent mode and the non-agent mode which has been there always. Now let me go back and revert all the changes what has been done. So what I have done now is I have reverted all the changes which the agent mode just did. Now I'm gonna turn off agent mode and I'm gonna use the same exact prompt to enhance the application, write unit test cases, update the README file, and also verify the script by executing it. Also execute the unit test cases and verify them. That is what I'm now asking, but without using the agent mode. So now ideally, Google Gemini will still be able to understand my requirement and suggest all the different code changes into all of those files in one shot. But the catch is, it will not be able to execute and verify them. As you know, AI can make mistakes. Now, among the code changes what it is going to recommend, there is a chance there is one of the code changes having a bug or it is not working as expected. So in this scenario, you will need to accept the change, obviously review, accept the change, execute it. If there are any failures, you have to take the failure, prompt the LLM back saying, hey, this is the failure I'm having, now fix it. So this additional conversation, what you need to do, that is something agent mode completely removes. It takes care of everything. You can just review and approve each step, or you can also optionally go ahead and approve all similar actions in a given conversation. So that will also reduce the amount of efforts you need to invest in developing your feature. While this is working, there are few issues and niggles what I have been facing with the agent mode with Google Gemini. Whenever I enable agent mode, there are some issues what I'm facing. This is not an issue with Gemini in itself, rather possibly with the VS Code extension what is there. Like whenever I'm using agent mode, at times I'm not able to look at the history of the conversations what I'm having, or I'm not able to switch between them, and I have to restart my VS Code few times to make it work. This kind of issues I honestly did not see with the earlier versions of this extension, so probably a bug which has occurred when they introduced agent mode. So now if you see, it has started to generate the changes for these files. If you see, it is now creating this file, it is writing unit test cases, and then it is going to make changes to the README file as well. But all of these has to be manually executed in case of non-agent mode, and in case of agent mode, as you saw, it was all automatically taken care of. So now it is telling you how you can execute, how you can verify. It will give you all of the instructions, but it will not kind of do by itself. You have to do it by your side. That is it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you was able to understand how to leverage Google's Gemini's agent mode. Please drop your queries or suggestions, anything into the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.